Hey, what's up, guys? Waffles here, right? It has been a long time since I have done anything worthwhile. Basically, I'm coming at you to say, what's up, and let's talk classic WoW. So, well, first of all, what you're seeing in the background is just me playing a mythic dungeon and healing for the second time ever in World of Warcraft, and it's really easy. So, well, first things first, right? So, I'm going to be talking about a couple different things in WoW. I did play vanilla, if that is going to be your first question that you are asking yourself. Yes, I played vanilla WoW, and I loved it. Definitely didn't heal, that's for sure. I was a hunter. So that brings me to the first question: is how classic is classic WoW going to be? That's the number one thing in my mind. I think that's the number one thing in everyone's mind that they're going to ask. And probably the number one thing that they really want known is it going to be pretty much a snapshot of the last patch in Vanilla WoW before Burning Crusade came out? Or is it going to be a rendition of classic WoW and the new pretty much everything WoW has to offer with the challenges of classic WoW? And that's pretty much where I'm going to start off. And maybe you'll like what I have to say, maybe not. I mean, let me know. I mean, it's whatever. It's chill, keep it chill. It's whatever. But all that being said, all right, let's get into it, right? So I think the obvious thing that is going to be happening for classic WoW is the BattleNet integration. And let's face it, I don't think we're ever going to get away from BattleNet integration. That is just my opinion. The whole add a BattleNet friend, and then in classic WoW you had just friends, not BattleNet friends, of course. Guys who play now in classic WoW, if you whispered somebody, you didn't have the blue chat message, right? It was only purple. But I think for sure there will be that BattleNet integration, and I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. And I don't think it'll actually take away how classic WoW felt. I don't think that would take anything away important. Next thing that I personally, I know a lot of people wouldn't want this, but me personally, I would like to see the new graphics with the classic WoW. I know a ton of people that would just argue up and down with me on that one, but that is one thing that I for sure would like to see. I think that would be pretty cool. And this is a difficult one. This is a big pill to swallow for some people who have been playing WoW for a while, but they didn't play vanilla WoW, is that leveling to level 60 is going to take you longer than leveling to 110 or hell 120 or whatever it's going to be in the new one. It's going to take you longer, and it is going to be harder to do. You're going to die a lot and you're going to hate it, but if it's going to be classic WoW, that's something you're just going to have to live with. You're going to have gear that doesn't match. There's no heirlooms. There's no guaranteed drops from pretty much anything, and then stats are going to be like +2, +4 this, +4 that. And if anyone was a WoW player a long time ago, they know the +2, +4 stam belt or whatever it was. You know what I'm talking about. Don't judge me. Also, one thing, especially in classic WoW, that new players And I'm not trying to like say this to one up them or anything, but especially now, they're going to realize that it is going to be more expensive to play Classic WoW. Meaning gold is going to be so hard to find. Getting that first 100 gold to get your level 40 mount is going to take you longer than you think. Also, that's right. There is no mount until level 40. You are going to be running everywhere and pretty much griffining everywhere. And that is your way of getting around. There's no level 20 mount. There's no, if you have enough heirlooms, obviously there is no heirlooms, but there's no chauffeur mount, nothing like that. So, with the addition of it being more expensive and gold being harder to find, you're going to realize that raids are going to be harder. In every fight, like I said, even while questing is going to be a challenge. Elite mobs by themselves, when you're questing, they are going to make you cry. If you haven't already experienced that, of course. But back to the raids are going to be so incredibly difficult for people who are not used to having that much strategy going into a boss fight. Hell, even pulling some of the trash and the mobs. They're going to realize that it's going to take a lot more teamwork and communication and really talking to your guild. Really, it's going to be guild only. It's almost going to be impossible for you to find a random player and trust them that they're going to be everything that you need them to be. And I know that's a weird thing to say now, but until you play Classic WoW, you're going to realize what I am saying. And that's not just raid specific. That's also for dungeons. Even in the level, 15 dungeon, dead mines. I mean, even on the little things like that, I highly suggest, if you can, obviously, play with a friend, someone who you can for sure yell at and not ruin any sort of social bond between you. But you're going to realize that you're going to need people who you can trust, even at the basic level of raiding. Also, that being said, the social game in Classic WoW is almost a game within itself. And if you guys have played long enough, you know that there's a little tip at the bottom of a loading screen in World of Warcraft that says, take everything in moderation, even World of Warcraft. People will care what you say. People will care what you do, and they will care about how you treat them. And that is going to get you so far in WoW. In Classic WoW, that is. Today, there's no really social bonding, which is kind of bothersome to me, but I understand there's a lot of people out there who simply just don't have time, or frankly, they might not even care about the social bonds that are required, if you will, for Classic WoW guilds. So, that being said, there lies the challenge. And I think this is going to make some people sad, is that when Classic WoW servers do go up, there's going to be a ton of people that are playing it. And obviously there's going to be a huge drop off within, next couple of months or something like that after it's released. That being said, you're going to have to either decide to play Battle for Azeroth or Classic WoW. And I know obviously you'll, if it's free, of course, if you pay the one subscription to go between Classic WoW and normal WoW, or current WoW, I guess I should say. I don't know if there's going to be a price or anything like that. I'm assuming it's going to be free, but that's just my assumption. Obviously, we don't really know yet. But you're going to have to either decide to play classic WoW or you're going to have to play current WoW if you want to excel in one of them. You simply just won't have enough time for both. Some people can argue, hell, some people, if you can prove me wrong, I mean, that's great. If you can play both, that's great, you know? I mean, you're paying for the game, you do whatever you want. Who am I to say, right? But for me, I'm going to try and play both, but current WoW is going to be more of a casual play, even more casual than I already play it. And I'm just going to go hard in the paint in classic WoW. So, if that makes you sad, I'm really sorry. Did not mean to make you sad, but let me know what you guys think. I know that everybody doesn't agree with what I have to say. I'm just kind of making this video to give you a heads up, I guess, as a friend. Well, I will see you on the battlefield, my friends. Goodbye.